Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to, as you can see, a very sunny day in Manchester, which is why this side of my face is glowing. And also, I have no beard anymore. It's just like stubble now. It's really funny because when I recorded the first episode, which I'll talk about in a second, I kept looking at the screen. I was like, I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how it looks on camera. I think it looks a bit scruffy. And so I uploaded the first episode to Patreon yesterday at the time of recording this. And then I shaved it off with the new trimmer that I got. But all the comments on Patreon were like, love the beard, looked really good. And then I was reading them like, oh, but I've just got rid of it. But my hair grows really fast. So even though it's just like stubble now, within 2 weeks, it'll be back to beardy like again. So I'm going to see how we get on, see how I feel. You may see the beard again in the future. We'll see. Anyway, back to Supernatural. Last episode was Exile on Main Street, the first episode of season 6 of Supernatural, and been thinking about it since watching it, and I stand kind of by what I said in that it was, I think, intentionally odd, especially in the first part of the episode when it was just Dean living his new normal life with Lisa and Ben, and it just felt so different to everything that we'd seen before, but that was intentional. So the writers wanted us to feel a bit out of our comfort zone because it isn't Sam and Dean in the darkness, on the road, visiting different cities, fighting monsters. It was Dean living this suburban life, and it felt weird and unusual, and I liked it probably more than I think I might have come across liking it, because I did enjoy the episode and I liked that they tried something different, and I think that they needed to after finishing the chapter of season 1 to 5, even though we did see Yellow Eyes again very briefly, but that was a hallucination, thank God. But they needed to do something a bit different, to do a bit more of like a reboot, not a reboot, like a reset. Let's start with something different, and it felt strange, and I still don't know how I feel about the Campbells and Samuel being back and all that. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and see where that goes. Although I am intrigued to know why they captured the Jinn rather than killing it. I think that's going to be something very important, as well as the speech about there's monsters appearing when they shouldn't be able to appear. There's monsters we've never seen before and things like that. But I'm intrigued to see where the season goes. I've had a couple of comments on Patreon, basically people saying, like, please carry on with it. I hope you continue with the show. I am doing. I'm not planning to go anywhere. Like, don't worry. I'm still carrying on with the show. Even if the season's not my favourite, that's fine. Like, every show has ups and downs. But I'm still on the ride. I'm still on the journey. And I'm still invested with these characters. But I'm excited to see when Castiel comes back. Even though I did like how final his kind of storyline was, I know he's in the rest of the show. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they bring him back and seeing more of Bobby and, yeah, more of that kind of stuff. So this episode is episode 2 and it's called 2.5 Men. I don't know what that's going to be. If it was like an old episode of Supernatural where it was Sam and Dean on the road, I would have thought, okay, so it's about those two and maybe someone else joins them for the episode, or they have to take care of a child for the episode or something like that. Because whilst I never watched it, I think the show 2.5 Men was about these two adults that had to take care of a kid, right? Something like that anyway. So I would have thought maybe that's about that. But obviously Sam and Dean are separate. Dean, at the end of the last episode, chose not to go with Sam. So they're going to be separate, which we'll see how I feel. Because I know in season 5, the episode when they were separate wasn't my favourite. It was one of my probably lower end of the episodes in the rankings. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I want to jump into this season, get invested in the overarching storyline, the characters, see how long these Campbells stay around for, if they're here for forever now. I don't know, but yeah, I want to get stuck into it and get my teeth into the season. So let's jump into it. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and take a look at the Patreon link in the description box below if you watch on YouTube for full reactions to this episode, as well as the next bunch in advance. Let's jump into Supernatural Season 6, Episode 2, 2.5 Men. Also, I don't know if any of you are horror fans, but the day recording, the trailer for Scream 6 came out yesterday, and I think it looks freaking sweet. Like, it's very different from the rest of the Scream films, and I was very dubious about it because we've got no Sydney, but I'm not going to lie, I think it looks pretty freaking sweet. I thought there was something floating in the fire then, but it must be like a thing was in front of it. I'm already talking nonsense and I'm seconds into the episode. Oh! Shut the bed. Oh god. carrying a baby. I don't like it already. Why did there have to be a baby involved? That just makes it all the more terrifying. Yeah, keep the baby calm. There's no way that he just walked off. I know if I was trying to kill someone, I would check every room and every possible gap in bed and closet and cupboard and... I think it does show a lot of growth on Dean's part as well, that he's chosen to stay away from the life for now to take care of Lisa and Ben. I think it does show a lot of growth, because I think in the past he would never have made that decision.
Let your mom unpack the kitchen by herself? Come on.
We'll go for lunch later. Scope out the neighborhood, right?
Yeah, sounds like a plan.
None yet.
So what do you think? Think it's okay? Alive?
I did yesterday.
So the longer it goes, the less likely the baby's still alive.
Thank you.
Pizza.
There you go. Keep the change.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Yep.
What?
Thought we were going out.
But pizza.
I'm sorry.
First place, first night in a new home, you have takeaway. Them's the rules.
4 couples slaughtered in one part of the state within days of each other. That's 4 babies taken from blocked houses. Damn it!
So is he going to be like the new
Explain to me how any version
Bobby
of that's natural.
almost?
No, I agree. It's awful. I'm just saying this one might
Don't
be on
know.
the police. Okay, so either we got monsters grabbing babies to make baby stew, or we got a bunch of psychotic yokels grabbing babies to make baby stew. Either way, it's baby stew, which is bad.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's looking good,
detective
though.
said the alarm in the house never went off. You mind taking a quick look, see if anybody else had a system from Harper Kane Security?
Yeah, sure. Any chance I get to hop on a computer?
And don't worry before anyone makes any comments. I've been warned there's a scene next episode that may give me heart palpitations. I'll have a heart attack. So I'm guessing people have got the shirts off. Hey, Sam.
Hey, who's that?
So I'm going to have to mentally prepare for it.
Listen to me. Don't ever open this trunk. You understand me?
Okay. Sorry. But I don't get it. You had your own rifle and you were my age.
Ben, mark my words. You will never, ever shoot a gun. Ever.
I know what's going on. You think something might be coming for us.
There's nothing coming for us.
I can do what you do. You can teach me how to shoot the...
Shut up about the freaking gun, okay?
Okay. Sorry.
Poor Ben. You can see he like doesn't want to raise him like John raised him. But Ben obviously knows there's monsters, wants to be able to protect himself, wants to be like cool Dean. But Dean doesn't want that for him.
Something might come.
What?
I don't know. I can't predict what's going to come
Anything.
after me.
Well, I'm gonna need some parameters. We have to live our lives here. I mean, at some point, I have to work. Then it's school.
But if something happens on my watch...
I know you're trying to protect us. But you're kind of scaring me a little too.
Yeah. It feels like he's going like overprotective. And I feel like Lisa in particular is so willing to be with him that she deserves honesty. She knows what's out there. She knows his life. And she just wants the truth. And maybe because he's trying so hard to protect them, it's coming across the wrong way. But it's that kind of, when you try and overprotect someone, you end up not doing them more harm, but kind of keeping them caged, which is not good. Okay. Just gonna let him run away? Cool.
And what's so nuts you gotta threaten a damn drive-by?
A baby! It's gotta be a baby. I feel like they're trying to be all like mysterious and dark about it, and it's gonna be a baby. And that will lead into the 2.5 Men title like I thought it was gonna be.
Where is it?
Welcome to the party, Gutenberg.
I told you. I told you.
What am I, in third grade? Car should drive, I'll be a little bitch.
I'm not a big baby person. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, we need to get some supplies.
I got an arsenal in the trunk.
Nappies,
Not that kind.
milk, bottles, dummies, bibs, pajamas, clothes.
All right, we gotta get moving. We got the waterworks in like T-10. So
Yeah,
go.
okay.
Oh.
Bye.
Oh. That's like me with babies. Shut up.
What's his name?
John.
Bobby John.
Hi, Bobby John.
Bobby John.
Aren't you handsome? May I?
Oh,
I see now.
Some people just
Bobby
have
John's
the
a little
touch.
wet. No offense, you two look exhausted. I don't mind. Lord knows I've changed 1,000,000 diapers.
Maybe it's just we're in a different time now, but a random stranger. Right, yeah. Shapeshifter, right?
Thank you, but I think we've got it.
Oh, it's nothing. Happy to help.
Even if that's... Oh, God. Even if that's not a demon, can you imagine just like, bye.
Help me! Hey! He's hurting me!
Okay, all right. All right.
I mean, you're... Yeah, you're in broad daylight. That didn't look good.
The hell the shifter want with a baby anyway?
You tell me.
They're capturing babies for a reason.
Who designed this thing?
But I don't know.
Dean, you're just gonna make it cranky again.
Okay, I'll put you down. You can be mad about it.
Oh.
Huh.
Stop. Sam, shh.
You're just, actually not awful at that.
Dude, I'm barely keeping that thing alive.
No, seriously. You got a whole Dr. Huxtable vibe coming off you. You're like father material.
Yeah, well, it kind of had to be lately, you know?
He's daddy material.
I mean, Ben,
It's creepy. It's got to stop.
Yeah, I mean, Ben.
moving them around, keeping them on lockdown. I mean, you do have them on lockdown, right?
Is he going to say it's similar to what happened to them when they were younger?
How is any of that different from how we were raised?
That's what I said.
I'm not shoving anybody into this life. Okay, this is temporary.
Dad always said it was temporary, Dean. Said it for 22 years.
She cheated on me. And, well, I caught her.
She cheated on her. Oh, so maybe
No, the other man.
No, I mean, I didn't.
the baby
catch
is
her.
going to be like the
She
shapeshifters'
lied to me.
kids. Maybe they all cheated on the partners with the same person. Demon. The hell was that noise? The hell was that? Check on the baby before you check your phone.
Yeah?
I talked to the father. He checks out. Baby.
Yeah.
I think the shapeshifter is his dad.
Yeah. A little bit, yeah.
You think?
Kill it.
Get out of the way.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
A child should be with his
You
father.
sound like Batman then.
Well, I gotta be honest.
Get
I'm
out
not
of the
a
way.
fan
I'm
of resemblance.
Batman.
I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about our father.
What? What does that mean?
I didn't even know they had babies. I thought they were just freaks of nature, like X-Men style.
You learn something new every day, huh?
Apparently not.
I've never seen a baby monster before. Samuel.
What?
Samuel.
I don't know if that's a good idea.
You want to bring it to a bunch of hunters?
Not just hunters, Dean. They're our family.
We don't know them.
I do.
I don't.
Not every hunter is a head case.
That's our next move. I got a couple ideas.
Don't like it. Don't like these lot. I've decided I'm not okay with these people.
What do you think I'm gonna do?
You really don't want me to answer that question.
Well, I'm curious. Who exactly do you think we are?
Hunters.
Funny. Here I've been thinking we're family.
Hey, let's not get worked up.
Yeah.
Come on, Dean.
All right, so what the hell are we gonna do with him?
Raise him.
Raise him?
You got another suggestion?
But
It's dangerous out there for him, Dean.
and what about in here? What are we gonna study him, poke at him?
Your mind goes right to torture, Dean. Don't assume that for everyone.
What exactly are you trying to say?
Sorry, I heard about what you majored in. Down in the pit.
The hell is your problem, man?
How?
Think of the kind of hunter he'll grow up to be.
I mean, that is true.
You all are joking, right?
But I don't
I
trust
mean,
them.
come on. You can't Angelina Jolie a shapeshifter.
Why can't you give me an inch of trust, Dean?
Maybe because you two are suddenly back from the dead and I seem to be the only one who wants to know how the hell that happened.
Thank you.
Christian,
Yeah.
you and Arlene still no luck on the baby front?
Not yet, no.
But you want one?
Yeah.
No, don't give it to him.
It's okay, Dean. All right.
This doesn't feel good. Hi.
I can feel him.
Well, that didn't do a lot, so well done. Whatever your name is.
Run!
Well, that's one down.
Easy, Tiger. Get the silver nets. We're gonna box them up.
I feel like somewhere they've got. Never mind. Oh, hello. You're not normal. Holy hell, he's strong.
What the? Give me the baby.
That's
Way in hell.
not normal for a shifter. I'm wondering if he's like just like a really old shifter, so like he's got more powers. Sometimes you see in these shows that have monsters when it's like an ancient vampire that they have like more powers than a new one does.
Yeah. We think it may have been an alpha.
An alpha, like
all
Alpha.
monsters come from somewhere, right?
And you think that this one was the
King Shapeshifter. First one. Spawned all the others. There's tons of lore about it.
Ow.
the first one?
Alpha, so that would make sense.
And why nothing we had stopped it. And he said that he could find the baby anywhere. That he could feel it. Like there's a connection. That's in the lore too.
Okay.
And if you knew the alpha was out there, then you knew he might come after the baby. In which case you were using the baby as bait. So, was that the plan, to use the baby as bait?
Of course not. Dean, I just thought Samuel's was the safest place, that's all.
I hope
Right, of
so.
course.
It's a shame after see how season 5, the really lovely moments between the two right at the end, we're now back to a level of distrust. But I'm also
Catch it.
totally on
Killed 3 of my
Dean's
people. I shot it full of elephant tranquilizer and it chuckled.
side.
To be honest, I'm not sure I want to find it. But yeah, we will find a way to catch it. Yeah, sure. I'll bring it right to you, gift wrapped.
Who is he talking to?
I mean, if I knew for sure what the safest thing was, then I'd do it. Just stay here and look after you guys. Or get as far away as I possibly can. Acting like a prison guard, it's just, that's not me. You tell yourself you're not gonna be something, you know. But my dad was exactly like this. All the time.
Yeah, unfortunately.
The one thing that I do know is that you're not a construction worker. You're a hunter. And now you know your brother's out there. Things are different. You don't want to be here, Dean.
Yes, I do.
Okay. Okay, but you also want to be there. I get it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to have this discussion every time you leave. And this is just going to keep happening, so... I need you to go.
Don't blame her, though.
It's not what I'm saying.
You're saying hit the road.
Dean, me and Ben will be here, and you come when you can.
Can't live like that, though.
Just come in one piece, okay?
It's really sweet, but you can't live your life that way. Just waiting for someone who might never show up.
It's worth a shot, right?
It was very sweet. Ba 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 Impala time, I think. Ba 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 ba. I've not heard this song for a long time. I feel like we're finally back to normal Supernatural, within reason. Okay, guys, that was my reaction to Supernatural Season 6, Episode 2. What was it called? 2.5 Men. And that was fun. It kind of carried on with the feeling of, this isn't normal Supernatural, because how often in the first 5 seasons of Supernatural were we likely to see Sam and Dean taking care of a baby? And I just realised I didn't turn my lights on, which is unusual for me. Never mind. Yeah, Sam and Dean taking care of a baby. That's not something we would ever normally see in Supernatural, but it was fun. It was. I think I liked it more because it felt more supernatural than the last episode, because we had Sam and Dean. Whilst they were separate at the beginning, they got back together very quickly and they were solving a case together, and that's... That alarm outside is really annoying. You finished? Yeah, they got back together really quickly, so then it kind of felt like this is a Supernatural that we know. Sam and Dean solving a case, dealing with monsters, and obviously there's the whole Campbell side of it, which I'll talk about in a bit. But I like the fact that we had shapeshifters again. I know we've probably seen shapeshifters more than I remember. My memory is terrible. Like, I remember them being the bank one, but I don't remember anything after that. But they must have been in it since then, because I specifically remember the lights with the eyes. And I'll have to look it up because I'm sure we'll have seen shapeshifters since season 2. But I thought it was fun seeing them again. And then we got introduced to alphas. So, as I tried to explain very badly during the episode, when we saw that it was a shapeshifter that was not normal shapeshifter, but it was more powerful, I thought, well, maybe it's like an older one, because it reminds me of shock horror Buffy. In season 1, the big bad of season 1 was called the Master, and that was a really old vampire, and because he was so old, he had all the powers and acted a bit differently to normal vampires. And when I watched back in the day, the Vampire Diaries, like the original vampire and some other like really, really old demons, and they were more powerful. I'm sure that was like the final season. I don't really remember. I watched it when it aired. I've not watched it since, so my Vampire Diaries knowledge is very bad. So if you know more about it and I'm wrong, that's fine. I don't profess to be very knowledgeable. But so I thought this shapeshifter was going to be like an older shapeshifter that's been around for years and years, especially when the one that they killed, that was it in the motel room, said something about it being about our father as well. So I was like, okay, maybe it's their dad and like their granddad of the babies, whatever. But what it turned out to be was an alpha, so the original shapeshifter, which makes sense why he can just turn into people without shedding his skin. He's more powerful, he can shed off weaponry, which obviously this new... If it's been mentioned before, I don't remember it. But if this alpha thing is new, this could lead to a lot of scary demons and monsters, the alphas, like the original vampire, the original werewolf or whatever, the original shapeshifter. who are really, really, really powerful. That's quite cool, and I like the idea. I don't want them to overdo it, and I want to kind of know more about these alphas, how they survived so long, why have they got different powers, why are they not affected by the weaponry as much, is there a way to kill them? I guess this is things that I presume, at least my mindset right now is we're going to find out more about these alphas as we go along, and maybe that's what this season's about. Maybe that's just something over the rest of the show, but I think it's going to be something that we're going to learn more about, because it feels like this storyline isn't over. So we had these shapeshifters, they were going after the babies, this alpha came along, took the baby and went. That kind of feels unfinished almost, so I think we're going to find out more about it. But I quite like it, I'm not going to lie, it's intriguing, because again, it reminds me of Buffy. When we found in the last season, they introduced these vampires that were like ancient vampires, different to the one I was talking about before, called the Uber Vamps or the Churkhan, I think the name was. And they were like super old and gnarled, really powerful, strong vampires that couldn't be staked. So I'm getting that kind of vibe, and I really liked those. So the shapeshifter guy was cool, and I want to see him again, find out more about him, what his goal is. Is he just trying to get more shapeshifters? Is that his deal? He's trying to breed more shapeshifters, therefore, and then take the babies to keep them alive, to raise them to be like him. I don't know. But then, is that why Samuel's capturing these people, these monsters, to research them to try and take down the alphas? I don't know. I really don't know. Because we did see Samuel as well on the phone to somebody saying, I'll capture it, I'll deliver the package, or something to that effect. So he's obviously working with somebody else. They kept that person's identity hidden. Is it because it's someone that we know? Maybe. That would be an interesting twist. But he's obviously working with this other person or people or group to capture these monsters for a specific reason. He knows about alphas. As far as I'm aware, we didn't know about alphas before. If we did, I don't remember them. And yeah, whilst I'm not a big fan of the Campbell family, because it comes across very clear to me that they're not trustworthy. And what I like is that Dean kind of acts like the viewer. So Sam's been working with them for a year, he trusts them, they all know each other, they've got their relationship. Dean is with us, we've just been introduced to them. We're very unsure as to why he's alive again, why has he been resurrected, why is he back, what's his motives. And so when he had the baby shapeshifter, and they were just making comments at it, and it's kind of like we're giving it to a group of hunters, which is understandable, but the way they were kind of looking at it, I don't know how to describe it, but I didn't like the way they were talking about the baby and the way they looked at it. And when the Christian was like, oh yeah, me and my wife have been trying for a baby for a while, alright, you go take care of it then. No, that doesn't seem like a good idea. Whilst I like the idea of raising a shapeshifter to be used on the side of good, I can see that being a good thing. This group, I don't like them. I wasn't sure how to feel initially, but the longer we spend with them, the less I like them. I don't know what their motives are. Obviously, there's one lesson that now the hot one got killed. Of course he did. So there's Samuel, Christian, and the female one whose name I don't remember. Hopefully she'll die soon. But I just don't trust them. And what I like is that, like I said, Dean's on our side and is very much what I presume a lot of the audience will be like, which is untrusting of these people. And obviously Sam is on the other side, and I'm hoping we're not getting to a situation like the Ruby situation, where Sam is siding with these bad people and trusts them and roots for them and or like, has their back and blah blah blah, and Dean's on this side. I'm hoping we don't go down that route again, because I can't take it. But we still have a lot of questions on why Sam back, why Samuel back, what are they up to? Does Sam know they're capturing these monsters? Is Sam the one that they're working for? Is Sam on the other side of the phone? I feel like it's going to end up being someone that we know, because why else would he keep the identity hidden? Or it's going to be someone we meet at some point along the way, and then it's revealed to be them. Like how when we met Meg, she was obviously a demon all along working for Yellow Eyes, but we only found out that later down the line, so it was a nice twist. In terms of the Lisa and Ben storyline with Dean, it was really interesting because you could see patterns re-emerging. So he was keeping them locked up at home. I'm going to go out hunting, you stay at home. And obviously that's what he's been through. But where John trained them up, he didn't want to do that. He was, I'm keeping you away from it. I don't want you to do anything with your life. I want to be away from it. You never firing a gun. There's positives and negatives to both sides of that because they're not protected, but also you don't want to train them up so that they're like gun-wielding hunters. But when they're involved with someone who's in the hunting business, ultimately they're going to be in the firing line at some point and have a target on their back. Like last episode, they came after Dean, the Djinn, and Lisa and Ben were part of that. So what's the right, wrong way to deal with it? I don't know, because part of me says keep them protected, train them up, but then you run the risk of them, you know, wanting to fight demons more, wanting to help out, wanting to be part of that lifestyle. Part of me says shield them from it, but then you run the risk of like an Adam situation where he couldn't protect himself because he didn't know what he was up against. Then if you just abandon them, are you leaving them at risk? If demons find out they're your weak spot, are they a target? I don't think there's a right or wrong way to deal with it. I think you basically just got to make your decision and run with it and hope that you don't fuck up along the way. But what I did like is that Lisa was the one that was like, go. You obviously want to do that as well. You can't have both. Go. I'm a bit conflicted about the whole me and Ben will be waiting so that if you ever want to come back, we'll be here. Whilst it's very noble and it's very sweet, I also kind of wanted to go and live a life and meet someone and have a new father for Ben's sake, because if he grows up, his last father figure was someone who abandoned him to go demon hunting, is at some point Ben going to want to be a demon hunter? Because that's the last father figure he had. You know, and I just feel like I'd like them to just live a normal life and not forget about Dean, because I don't think that's what I want. The lights are not on and it's annoying me now, so bear with me 1 second. Okay, I had to put the lights on because not that it actually adds any light when it's this bright in here, but it just looked really bland behind me and I didn't like it, so here we are. Yeah, I don't know what's right or wrong in that situation, but it was very sweet and I like the fact that Lisa was the one to say, you know, go, because you could see that he kind of wanted to. And the last little scene with Dean taking the thing off the Impala and the music, kind of was like, okay, we're back, Supernatural's back. And whilst I enjoyed the first 2 episodes, you know, it was fun watching like Dean and Sam taking care of the baby and the whole 2.5 Men thing, and that was like nice comedic relief. It was also very much like these 2 episodes felt very different, and now we're going to potentially go back to being on the road again to a degree, but obviously we're working with Samuel and his lot, seeing more what's going on there. But I'm really excited for the next episode, and I'm also excited just to find out more down the line at some point. I presume it's going to be like mid-season finale around then, what's going on with Samuel and Dean and Sam and Samuel, and why are they back? That's what I'm curious about anyway. But yeah, overall, I actually really enjoyed the second episode. What was it called? 2.5 Men. My memory's so all over the place at the moment, but 2.5 Men, I really enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it more than the first episode. It felt more like we were getting back to business as usual, and we met a new monster, essentially an alpha. Even though it wasn't a shapeshifter, it was a superpowered special shapeshifter, the OG shapeshifter. So that opens up a whole new realm of possibilities with the show. I enjoyed the baby stuff, that was funny. More mystery with Samuel and that lot. Definitely don't trust them. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't have a good feeling about that lot. And just right at the end, it feels like we're back on the road and back to what we loved about Supernatural. So I'm excited to carry on with the next episode, see what scene it is that everyone keeps warning me about. I've been warning me about for about a year now, about this super hot scene in episode 3. I'm going to have to prepare myself. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode. As always, my name is Scott. I hope you guys are well, taking care of yourselves and staying safe. I'm excited to read the comments of the episode. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and please take a look at the Patreon link down below in the description box to see the full length reaction to this episode, as well as the next few episodes if you're watching over on YouTube. But thanks for watching. Take care, guys. And I'll see you all very soon for episode 3 of season 6 of Supernatural. Bye, guys. Take care and stay safe.